but you're very selective about when you go, and it seemed like your passing was on point. What's the balance there, and how good do you feel like you do that balance work of being on the attack but staying defensive?
Oh yeah, it's definitely something I'm trying to get better at. I think it's important to have that third defender there for counterattacks, and just the defensive shape helps the team. But if there are moments to get forward and choose a moment to go 2v1, Nuhu does really well at it, Reed does really well at it, so it's something I was focusing on.
One of the things that you guys take a lot of pride in as an organization is always being ready to step up when the opportunity calls. How big was it for you to not only get an opportunity to get playtime, but to prove what that means?
I mean, yeah, it's very important. Obviously, I think the club has a very big focus on next man up, and especially in the last few years, there's been a lot of big moments for next man up. So that kind of that vibe around the team it kind of helps you build confidence coming into those moments.
And fighting for those minutes is obviously something that you've been doing all season long. Being able to get those, tell us what that felt like, getting in there and being a real contributor to the victory.
Yeah, I felt really good. I love to play. I want to play, and I think everybody on the team does. So to be able to fight for those minutes, get the minutes, and try to put in a good performance is always good.
We've seen you come in different times against different opponents, and you always seem to not be really fazed by anything. You kind of just go in, do your job. How do you keep that mentality? Is it something that you pride yourself on? Like, how do you keep that calmness?
Oh yeah, it's something I really had to focus on my first couple of years, just kind of being confident in yourself and trying to enjoy it, because when you lose confidence and when you stop enjoying it is when you're not going to play up to the best of your ability.
Have you been able to take a look at, I know it's not video session just yet, but have you looked at that game again and seen what you did, how well you did, how would you rate yourself, your performance?
Yeah, I mean, I think I could have done better. I've watched the game back a few times, just watched through the plays, so I think there's some positives and there's some things to improve on.
That's interesting. I mean, what do you, as much as you can tell without giving away scout on yourself, what do you feel that you could get better at?
I think there are times my final pass wasn't good enough. I misplaced a few passes and some of my decisions in the attacking third, and especially in the first part of the game. Defensively, they got in behind me a few times. I think it could have been smarter.
It's one thing to talk about, wanting to make things competitive and wanting to get the minutes, but how do you kind of really feel about being able to, it seems like it is a competitive spot now, like you legit can, compete with Nuhu for that. How does that kind of maybe, I don't know, change you or anything like that, or make you feel in a sense to have it come to a realization?
Yeah, I don't think it changes much. My mentality is always I want to play, and I want to push players in front of me. So if there's guys in front of me, whether I'm working hard to push them to be better or I'm coming in to try to win minutes, it's all the same.
Aside from the personal push that you give yourself, who's the person that maybe is working with you right now? Is there one particular person that's helping you get better, work on things, whether it's through video or to day to day?
Yeah, after training I do a lot of extras with Andy and Freddie. So there's a lot of technical things to work on, and we have a season-long plan that kind of has the things to focus on.
Cody, walk us through that moment where you see Nuhu go down, you being at home, in front of what was a very important game. Walk us through that mentality. Bring us into what it feels like, that you're being called up to effectively impact the game.
Yeah, when he went down, I wasn't really sure what it was, so I just went to go warm up, and obviously my adrenaline's going. Love to play at home, love to play in front of the fans. So, obviously I'm hoping it's not an injury, it's nothing too bad, because that's Nuhu, that's my friend, that's my teammate. I don't want anything bad to happen, but I have to be ready to go in.
Were you told to go warm up, or is that an instinct?
I guess a little bit of both. Like, I knew I probably should, and then they told me to go warm up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, guys.